11:33 a.m. I just saw Arnold Schwarzenegger on here talking about Donald Trump, and it's good because when you hear somebody like Arnold Schwarzenegger talking, especially for somebody around my age that grew up with you know watching movies like Conan, and fucking uh, just some fucking really buff dude that was really look, man. I don't want to. I don't want to say it because on the internet, once you say it, that is it. Fucking flies over people's heads, right in their head, whatever. But you know, um, am I a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger? When I was younger, I was, yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't want to talk like him, but I wanted to look like him for sure. Um, that I like him. It's funny back then. Back in the day, people were more like stars were more than what they're worth now because now you have all these people, famous people on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you got like what's that kid's name? Jack Doherty. He's more famous than what Arnold was in my day. You know what I'm saying? You have Jake Paul, more famous. Everybody knows who they are. Not everybody knew who Arnold was, but I think in the United States, everybody knew who Arnold was. In fact, I think so. There wasn't that many people besides him and the fucking green guy, fucking the Hulk. Yeah, it's like I don't even know his name. I know he was popular, but Arnold to me was greater than that guy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so and it's nice to see that Arnold. He tried out for like the governor. I actually voted for him. Just not because I. The only reason I voted for him is because he's Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. He's a Terminator. You know what I'm saying? He was the Terminator. So, anyways, but yeah. So he's talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump, I've never really, I don't really like him, but I can respect some of the stuff that he does, and I cannot respect some of the stuff that he does. So right now, I'm still. I mean, it is what it is. He's still our president, and a part of me is like, um, you know, just gotta. Sometimes you gotta show support, and then sometimes you gotta not show support when he's making bad decisions. He makes good ones, he makes bad ones. I don't want to say that every decision that he's made is a good decision. So, anyways, what I was trying to say is that Arnold Schwarzenegger was talking about Donald Trump, and so he was basically telling Donald Trump how much of a pussy he was, in in a different way. He was saying that he looked like a fan, and he was waiting for his autograph. And so, anyways, what I think from the because you know what, I couldn't wait to see what was going to happen. I was seeing what was going to happen. I was like, I want to see how the whole thing, plays out. You see what the media sees the guys flying over with fucking, you know, jets and B-2 bombers, like, oh, yeah, check out the force, and, but Putin didn't give a fuck, right? He still shut up, You gotta look at that man like he's almost the devil, man. But anyways, Trump did look, I'm gonna agree with, Arnold Schwarzenegger on this that he did look, even though that Putin was in somebody else's territory when those fucking airplanes flew by, he looked up and he didn't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't like to be made a fool of. And Donald Trump is kind of like a he knows everybody's watching. So since he knows everybody's watching, he's playing it out like the best he can on both parts. Um, but let us not forget that he did make the decision twice. On one was blowing that one guy up while he was in his car. Well, I forget what leader, what country or whatever. But boom, he just. And then the other one was two hits. So the first one was one, killed the guy. Boom, and two, the other one was they set the B-2 bombers or whatever, and they dropped some shit there, and blew that shit up, and so it's known that Donald Trump, when he does something, he does it in a better way, like I think he can get it. I mean, and we should to where the point where if we really wanted to, we could, like boom, just blow someone up You know, we've done it before. Okay, we do it again. We've done it before, so we can do it again. You know, um, well, not we. It was the United States. I don't know who whoever it was. You know, um, and so yeah. So I think Arnold is right. He did look this way, but I think Arnold is also wrong because I believe that. You guys ready to go? Well, my kids got to get haircuts. So we got to go. We'll get back to this. Don't forget today, Hamzat Shemaev and the guy from England are fighting. It's gonna be a good fight. It's happening tonight. Only on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Let's watch the same fight, guys. It's gonna be good. Hamzat Shemaev, man, all the way.